time to nut up or shut up. So guys, I went to go check out Zombieland Double Tap, and as I expected, it was a pretty solid movie, you know? It was just like the first one. Not like a really deep emotional story or anything, but it was a pretty solid movie. It's an action-packed, comedy-filled adventure about four people trying to survive in a zombie apocalypse. Alright, so spoiler alert, I will be going over the movie's plot briefly. So if you don't want to get spoiled, just go ahead and click off now. Alright, so this movie starts off right. It starts with the Sony logo, the woman carrying the torch, being attacked by some zombies, and she takes her torch and bashes their heads in. Then after that, the movie really kicks off by playing Master of Puppets by Metallica, and you have Columbus, Tallahassee, Wichita, and Little Rock gunning down some zombies right in front of the White House. Alright, and after that, the crew sets up camp at the White House. Everybody's messing around. And then Little Rock, she gets fed up with the rest of the crew, treating her like she's just a little girl. And after that, she and Wichita run off, and then Wichita comes back months later after Columbus and Tallahassee go to the mall, and then they find this dumb blonde girl named Madison, and then they invite her in, and Columbus, being heartbroken about Wichita leaving, him and Madison knock boots. It's a pretty hilarious moment. She's like, hey look dude, either we're gonna do this right now or I'm banging the old guy. Right? And then Tallahassee's like at the bottom floor, it appears, and he's like, sounds like they're nutting up, but they ain't really shutting up. Again, hilarious moment. And then Wichita comes back without Little Rock. And then she says that Little Rock ran off with some hippie dude that plays guitar. And Columbus is getting pissed off. Like, where's he from? Berkeley. He just starts tearing up shit. And, oh yeah. And they took Tallahassee's monster vehicle, which is like a pretty badass vehicle. It's like a Humvee, and he's got this mounted machine gun on top of it. Yeah, they stole that from Tallahassee. And then the crew go out looking for oh yeah guys, there's also new zombies in this one. I might not remember them all. I think one of them is the Homer Simpson archetype, which is your dumb zombie, and then you have your Stephen Hawking archetype zombies, which are the smart ones. Like this one female zombie at the beginning of the movie figures out how to unlock the doors and go through the key codes, and she ends up killing her prey. And then I might be missing one, but there's the last one. The one that I remember is the T-800, or your Terminator archetype zombie, which is a lot faster, stronger, and tougher than all the rest of them. They can tank a ton of bullets. All right, and on their adventure to hunt down Little Rock, they try to get themselves a new vehicle, so they go for this RV, right? And as they're going for the RV, Madison, Columbus, Tallahassee, and Wichita get attacked by a bunch of zombies, right? So they plow through all the zombies, and then one of them gets shot several times but gets back up, and that was one of the T-800s, right? One of your faster, stronger zombies that can tank a ton of damage. Plus, once they have their eyes on a certain target that they want, they don't stop. They keep coming. All right, so that T-800 encounter ends with the Tallahassee crushing the zombie's skull with his foot, right? And so they try to use the RV. RV doesn't work, so they get a minivan instead. All right, this is also a funny scene with Columbus. So they're gonna take this ice cream truck with the clowns painted on it, and then Columbus is like, no, we are not doing clowns. No fucking clowns. All right, yeah, that was funny. So like next scene, they take the minivan, and they find some trail mix, and Madison, the girl they met at the mall, is eating the trail mix. And so she starts puking, and they think she has the zombie infection, right? So they have to send Columbus out there to take care of the business, right? So he ends up firing, right? And they leave. But later on, they find out that Madison wasn't dead, and she wasn't infected either. She just had a nut allergy to the trail mix, all right? And also, you learn that Columbus just shot the bullet over her head, all right? Um, they go to this other house. I think it's a monument of Elvis or something like that. And then they end up meeting this female in the house. Her name is, I believe, Nevada, uh, played by Rosario Dawson. So they meet up with her, and then Columbus and Tallahassee meet up with some counterparts of themselves. Like, I don't remember the names of the actors. I don't even think the actors that was like playing those mirroring roles really had any names. They were just like there for like comedic relief to like mirror Columbus and Tallahassee. But um, yeah, Columbus found his monster vehicle with a mounted gun on top, and then he's about to bang Nevada, and then he goes out and sees that these two guys had just ran over his vehicle with their monster truck. All right, and then they make this funny joke about Nevada and the driveway. Um, yeah, this is my driveway, and I get to park it whenever I want. I don't know who you are. And so after that, another zombie attack. There were T-800s. He had the two guys. They end up killing the zombies, but turns out that they got bitten. They got the infection. So Columbus and Tallahassee had to kill them, but they were taking a ton of bullets because they had that T-800 DNA, and then making their bodies tougher. All right, and so after that, they go. It turns out that Little Rock and her hippie boyfriend Berkeley were at this enclave. All right, it was like a whole community full of pacifist hippies. They did not allow any guns or any violence or anything like that. All right, and then eventually, the crew ends up at the same enclave, meeting up with Little Rock again. Right, Tallahassee's like, goodbye. This hippie shit, it ain't for me. All right, so he leaves, and as he's leaving, he notices like a whole massive horde of T-800 zombies coming for the enclave. All right, because the hippies, they were launching the fireworks, and that was like a whole dinner bell for the zombies to come and get them. Right, so Tallahassee, he had to rush back, right, and warn them all. And to the surprise, there's like a big plot twist. Some of the hippies actually were willing to get violent to save their enclave from the zombie attack. And then Tallahassee has to make a sacrifice. He jumps off the hook to where he's like near death. And then Nevada comes back with the monster truck, helps them run over a bunch of them. And so Tallahassee leads them on to like this walk of death, because like the way the enclave is set up, there's like a bottom ground. There's like the whole festival party scene, and then there's this like huge tower, all right? And so he led the T-800 zombies to the huge tower, jumps on the hook, and leads them all to fall to their deaths while the others were like blowing them up with fireworks. Yeah, and that's where the movie ends. After that, they hit the road again, and then Columbus is like, some people say that a home isn't like a place; it's where the people who care about you live, and that's why you call them your homies. Right, and the movie ends there. I know I was probably all over the place with that. Probably missed some key details, but who cares? Yeah, movie was great. Great music. Yeah, great acting, great action, and pretty solid plot as well. All right, my final verdict is an 8.5 out of 10. Great movie. Go see it. Oh yeah, it's an R rating. It's pretty violent. Got a lot of profanity and sexual content. So yeah, don't bring the kids, guys. It's grown folks only. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review. See you guys in my next review.